Sawadee krub! Welcome to A&M. My name is SheRio and I'm so excited with 2K this year. For the first time ever, we in Thailand are eligible to enter Myteam 250k tournaments. And if you know my name, you probably have guessed how well I did. Now, with no further ado, let's get into the details of how I prepare for 250k tournaments. Let's go! Alright, 250k tournament. Damn, that's a lot of money! You know what? 250k might seem to be a lot for you guys, but in Thailand, that's worth something like 30 years advance payment. So it's life-changing for us. So we are all hyped up and we invest hours and hours into 2K just to get ready for the qualifier. Now, we run through all the domination, the TTO reward, the TT offline reward, and we formed quite a decent team. Well, when I say decent, I still haven't put money in it, so it's still a no money spent. So we get quite a good team. You know what? Let's jump into the team. The team I run was really solid. We got IT on the point. So he's a stop and shoot guy, he's a peekaboo guy, he can drive, he's a good defender, all around, one of the best point guards in the game. We got Darius on the 2. At first I was gonna run Harden, but then I think that tendency Darius is better and he has a better release since he has Ray Allen, so I decided to put him at the 2. On the 3, we got Grant Hill. At first, I run Kawhi, but I think Grant Hill is a better defender than Kawhi since he has a better speed, so I ran Hill on 3. Then we have Melo, which is extraordinary stretch 4. Now, on the center, on the 5, I run Chris Bosh. The reason behind this was I don't have enough money to buy Davis, so I have to look for the best alternate solution. So I contested between Chris Bosh and Josh Smith, ended up picking up the short straw, so it is an absolutely L for picking up Chris Bosh. Now on the reserve, on the point we got Ron Boone. He's a solid defender, he got a quick dribble style, Paul George jump shot. On the 2 we got El Melchar, one of the best defender in the game. Now on the 3, we got Glenn Robinson. He has one of the best jump shots, a really incredible wingspan. The downside, he doesn't have clamp. Gus Gerard, a little bit too small for the 4. He cannot defend against big man. He can shoot, he can stretch. Now Serge Ibaka, basically I don't have enough MT left. Now, look back to it, it doesn't give me the result I wanted. So I probably have to find a way to improve it and look for a better team for the next qualifier. So that's my team that we're gonna run on game day. So when it comes to the day, like today on Saturday, we have to get ready. The tournament gonna be at midnight, so I have to get dinner. I took a shower, relax myself, take a little power nap, and then I start practicing to get the feel of the game like hours before. So I think I did well mentally, like adjusting myself for the tournament, and then it's time for the tournament. So I look at the countdown and it goes like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What? So technically I can't enter the tournament somehow. I have no clue. So at the time, I'm totally panicked. So whatever I had prepared before then, I just lose it at the point. After spanning for 20 minutes, I've been able to match up with this guy named Next Morning. He has a really solid squad. He has IT, LeBron James on bench, Davis, he got Grant Hill, he got every player possible that I wanted. So he has a really good team. Now, I started the game really badly. I probably get nervous. So then I trail by like 8 points by the end of the first quarter. The second quarter, I start to pick it up. I start scoring points for my 2 and my 3, get a better defensive possession. So I be able to almost level the game up. So I trailed by only 2 at the end of the second half. Now, at the start of the third quarter, I have to take the basket and level the game for good. So I took the ball up with Grant Hill, took some screen, head down to the paint, pass it to Melo, and take a good, nice dunk. This is it. I'm gonna take this game. That's what I said to myself. And then eventually, I start making a lot of turnover. I pass the ball really badly. I can't score like for my open threes, and everything just fall apart. At the end of quarter 3, I've been trailing by almost 10. At the start of quarter 4, it's like it's all or nothing. So I have to focus on my defensively. Now, no matter how much I try, I can't be able to actually stop his possession, meaning that no matter how much we score, we will always be trailing. For the last 2 minutes of the game, I start making hard hedges, try to go for the steal, and I didn't go through with it. So at the end of the game, I lost by 19. Yeah, that's totally summed it up. So my first ever 250k tournament ends in 20 minutes. Damn, that is quick. This is way faster than I ever experienced a single elimination tournament. So I end up with 75 points and fall out. In rage, I sold every player I had, and here we are, figuring out how do I get qualified in the second qualifier. First thing first, in order for me to have a shot in the next qualifier, I need to pump up my game. Now, it's more than my team. I don't think that the team is much of a problem. I think it's me myself thinking that I'm not good enough for the tournament yet. So there's a lot of stuff I have to work on in order to find out what's wrong with me, like what's wrong with my play style. I played a couple of unlimited games and record them and rewatch them over and over again. Then I figure out that there's a lot of stuff that I can work on. First up, my defensive settings. I think there is something wrong with my defensive setting. I set it on smother and tight and go over, catch hedge, and all. But then playing in this game mode, it seems like they make me switches to players that I don't want to control, like majority of the time, which leave out a lot of open threes or a drive. So I think I need to look deep down on that setting and find a better solution for it. Up next is my on-ball defense. I think my ball defense is really weak. It's like ever since the game started, I've been relying on the CPU to help me defensively, but then I think it's not good enough. So I think I have to look through on how to control my on-ball defense. On the offensive side, I think I need a lot of work to do. It seems like all I do was pick and roll. So I think I have to look in other strategy to get more open threes or a better drive, which leads into a second thing. The second thing that I had to do is I had to figure out how to dribble. If I be able to make some dribble move, it doesn't have to be good. I have to make the right speed moves at the right time. I think I can make a lot of my offensive possession much easier. Now lastly, I need to screen all my open shots. It's so vital that I lost so many games not making the open three. So I really need to work on those screens ASAP. On my team wise, I'm probably gonna stick with being no money spent. So I probably won't be saturating in open packs or anything else. But what I have to do is find method to find extra MT. Now, the MT side is something I'm not really good at in this game. So I think I have to make more research in buying and selling players. And that sums it up for my experience in my first ever 250k tournaments. It's pretty dull and disappointing, but I think I'm gonna get over it and go for it the second time. Now on the second qualifier, there's a lot of work that I need to do, so I'm gonna walk you through everything that I try to fix. So every research I get, I'm gonna put it up in this channel. So if you are struggling with 2K the same way I did, we can help each other out. Throughout this channel, I will drop in all the tips that I find or the research that I did in fixing all those problems that I stayed ahead and share it with you. Then if you also have some guide or tips that you want to give me, you always can give me tips throughout the comments. So we will be seeing each other in this new feature. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you soon. ส สวัสดีครับ